Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-embarking on an epic journey through time to uncover the story of one of humanity's most incredible engineering feats, the Great Wall of China. This isn't just a wall, it's a sprawling saga of empires, wars, and the relentless human spirit, stretching across thousands of miles and thousands of years. So, grab your virtual walking shoes, because we're about to explore the entire history of the Great Wall. Our story begins not with a single wall, but with many. Long before China was a unified empire, around the 7th century BC during the Spring and Autumn period, rival states started building earthen fortifications. Think of them as early property lines between powerful neighbors. States like Che, Yan, and Zhao constructed these rammed earth barriers to defend their borders against each other and from nomadic tribes to the north. These early walls were scattered, disconnected, and far from the stone behemoth we imagine today. They were practical, defensive, and laid the conceptual groundwork for what was to come. Everything changed into 21 BC. A man of immense ambition, Qin Shi Huang, conquered all rival states and forged the first unified Chinese empire. As the first emperor of the Qin dynasty, he faced a persistent threat, the Xiongnu nomadic confederation from the northern steppes. To secure his new empire, he envisioned a single, massive defensive line. He ordered the connection and reinforcement of the existing northern walls built by the former states. This was the birth of the Great Wall, a unified concept. Hundreds of thousands of laborers, including soldiers, peasants, and convicts, were conscripted for this monumental task. The conditions were brutal, and countless people perished, earning the wall its early nickname, the longest cemetery on earth. The Qin Wall was primarily made of rammed earth and stretched for an estimated 3,000 miles. It wasn't about completely stopping invaders, but about controlling their movement, funneling them into specific passes, and providing an early warning system. After the Qin dynasty collapsed, the succeeding Han dynasty, which ruled for over 400 years, took the wall to a whole new level. The Han emperors continued to face threats from the Xiongnu. They didn't just repair the Qin Wall. They extended it dramatically, pushing it westward into the Gobi Desert. This extension was crucial for protecting the burgeoning Silk Road, the vital trade route that connected China to the west. The Han dynasty introduced new construction techniques, using layers of reeds and gravel in the desert regions to create a more durable structure. They also perfected the system of watchtowers, garrisons, and signal fires. A fire lit on a tower could transmit a message across hundreds of miles in just a few hours, a sophisticated communication network for its time. For the Han, the wall was both a military fortress and an economic lifeline. Following the fall of the Han dynasty, China entered a long period of disunity. Various dynasties and kingdoms rose and fell, and the wall was often neglected or fell into disrepair. Some northern dynasties, like the Northern Wei, actually repaired and built their own sections, but there was no grand, unified effort like under the Qin and Han. The wall's importance waned as internal conflicts took precedence over external threats. For several centuries, the Great Wall was a fragmented relic of past glories, a silent witness to the changing tides of power within China. It seemed its time as a great unifier and protector was over. Then came the Ming Dynasty, from 1368 to 1644. This is the era that gave us the Great Wall we recognize today, the magnificent structure of gray brick and stone that snakes across the mountains north of Beijing. After overthrowing the Mongol-led Yuan dynasty, the Ming emperors were deeply paranoid about a Mongol resurgence. This fear drove the most ambitious and technologically advanced phase of wall building in history. The Ming rulers invested vast resources into creating an ultimate defense system. They used kiln-fired bricks and stone blocks held together with a strong mortar made from sticky rice flour and slaked lime. This made the walls far stronger and more resistant to both weathering and attack. The Ming wall system was incredibly complex, featuring not just the wall itself, but also forts, passes, barracks, and a dense network of beacon towers. It stretched for over 5,500 miles, a testament to the Ming's determination to keep the northern nomads out for good. So, if the Ming Wall was so advanced, how did the dynasty fall? The irony is that the wall was ultimately not breached by a frontal assault. In 1644, a combination of internal rebellion and political turmoil weakened the Ming government. A Qiming general, Wu Songui, was stationed at the Shanhai Pass, a critical juncture where the Great Wall meets the sea. Facing a rebel army on one side and the powerful Manchu forces on the other, he made a fateful decision. He opened the gates and allowed the Manchus to pass through. The Manchus swiftly swept south, defeated the rebels, and established their own dynasty, the Qing. The very people the wall was built to keep out now ruled China. Under the Qing dynasty, the Great Wall lost its military significance. The Qing Empire expanded far beyond the wall's boundaries, incorporating Mongolia and other territories into its domain. The wall was no longer a border, it was deep inside the empire. It was left to crumble, a relic of a bygone era. For centuries, it was largely ignored, quarried for stone by local villagers, and slowly reclaimed by nature. It wasn't until the late 19th and 20th centuries, as China began to engage with the Western world, that the wall was rediscovered, this time as a powerful symbol of China's enduring strength and national identity. It became a source of pride, a tourist destination, and a globally recognized icon. Today, the Great Wall of China is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, visited by millions of people each year. It stands as a powerful reminder of the nation's long and complex history. It's a story of division and unity, of conflict and trade, of human ambition and immense sacrifice. From the scattered earthen mounds of ancient states to the formidable stone dragon of the Ming dynasty, the Great Wall is not one single entity. It is a mosaic built by millions of hands over millennia. It shows us that history is never just a simple line, but a rich, layered, and often contradictory story written in earth and stone across a vast landscape. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through the history of the Great Wall. What part of its story fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep dives into history, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.